Hey Explorers, I'm Robert.
And I'm Jessica.
With Exploring the Local Life, and today we wanted to talk to you about
the Ponderosa pine and all these other cool things we have learned about since being here in Colorado. So we've been RV camping in Colorado now for about 2 months, and we started making this list of some of the things that we have found out that have really kind of stood out in our minds compared to other places that we have camped before, and we wanted to share some of the cooler things with you. So the very first thing that we're going to talk about is the Ponderosa pine. Now this is a huge pine tree. It's mostly found on the western side of the United States of America, and the cool thing about it, really, the thing of note is that it smells really, really good. Like you'll go up to, if you go up to
the trunk.
Thank you, the trunk. You'll smell all these sweet, wonderful scents, like
butterscotch and vanilla. It's just
a little bit of a cinnamon.
Ooh, nice.
It is really quite incredible. Something that we had never experienced before. And so if you come out to Colorado, get up on a mountain and go sniff the trunk.
Sniff the trees
of a Ponderosa pine. You'll know it immediately. And we'll show you a picture of it here. Insert here.
Stop and smell the Ponderosa. What do you smell? Vanilla? Butterscotch, maple, sweet? Oh my god.
I don't know.
I just smelled it right here.
Is that it? I smell it.
I think people have been cutting into the tree and you can smell it more because of the sap.
It smells pretty good. You know, because look way back up there. That's what it looks like. Smell the tree.
Ponderosa pine.
It smells super good.
Let me see if I can because
No, that wood does actually smell good to me.
Just put your nose on the tree. Something else we've noticed, whether we're out in the plains of Colorado east of Denver or here in Colorado Springs area, is that there are rabbits everywhere. I mean, it's you know, you step outside and there's a rabbit, walk down, you know, to dump the garbage, oh, there's another rabbit, and they're all over the place, and they're like not afraid of you. Not that they're gonna let you walk up to them, but it's like, yeah, vermin everywhere.
Vermin. Yeah, it's sort of like if on the East Coast, you know how you see like squirrels everywhere? That's what it's like here with bunnies, though, instead of squirrels. We've seen like 10 squirrels total in the time that we've been here. It's just unheard of. It's insane.
And then rabbits everywhere.
Rabbits everywhere, all the time. Something else that we were not prepared for, but have been pleasantly surprised and very surprised by, is the Colorado spring. I say spring in quotes because what the heck? It'll be like bright and sunny, and then there'll be cloud cover, and then it will hail, and then it will rain, and then it'll hail again, and then it'll snow, and then it'll be sunny. All in one day!
Yeah, we've seen quite a variety of weather while we've been here so far. It's a funny thing, with my job as an aircraft dispatcher, we would have weather in Denver as one situation and weather in Colorado Springs would be another situation. And I knew this casually, you know, but then to experience it.
Yeah, it's a completely different thing to actually be here and be in short sleeves one day and the next have to break out the parka because it's snowing. Exactly.
Yeah, just last week we had our last snowfall of the season. And it's May. And it was three solid inches, 1/8 of a mile fog, and I'm in Denver at work, and it's beautiful down there, and I'm driving up here to Monument, and it's totally fogged in and snow. Yeah, amazing stuff.
It is. It's blowing our minds.
So we thought only Florida had the crazy weather where you know it's gonna thunder and rain. No, just go out anyway. It's gonna stop by the time you get there. No, it looks like the same tactic's gonna have to happen here, regardless of what the weather is outside. Just go, wait a little while, and see what happens.
Yeah, and we've started taking a backpack with us with some light jackets, so even if it's like 70 out, we have that with us, so that way when it drops to 50 randomly or starts raining, we at least have something to keep us semi-warm.
Yep. So be prepared.
Surprise!
So something else we've pleasantly discovered is that there is an abundance of microbreweries and coffee shops around here. Whether you know you're looking for a brew or looking for a brew, you're going to find it. So difference is it coffee beans or is it beer or is it both? I mean, where were we just now? We were at the Speed Trap.
Yeah.
in Palmer Lake, and you know, we walked in with the intention of having a couple cappuccinos, and of course at first I see some beer taps and I'm done.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, you're gonna have a beer. I was still trying to wake up, so I was still having, not that it was early.
No.
Not that it was early, I'm not a morning person. I'm a PM person.
Yeah, so if you're looking for something to drink and something good to eat with it, you're going to find microbreweries, you're going to find coffee shops that either grow their own. Well, you might find some that grow their own. You might find a coffee shop that either grinds and roasts their own, or they source it from a local roaster.
Yeah, and there was a place if you're like, oh, I don't want to choose. Sometimes Robert and I don't want to choose. He just mentioned the Speed Trap that had that, but there's another place in Colorado Springs called the Urban Steam. And
oh my goodness.
Not only do you not have to choose, but they will mix your alcoholic beverage and your coffee into this really amazing thing. I don't know. It's great, and it's a fun kind of hip kind of place that we really liked as well. We just had to name drop that because I really want to go there right now.
Urban Steam.
So we talked about bunnies, we talked about the Ponderosa pine. Let's talk about deer, right? There's deer everywhere, all over the United States. But there aren't mule deer all over the United States. That's something new that we are not accustomed to from the East Coast. The East Coast has a lot more of the dainty, prancing, frolicking deer. You know, they're very majestic looking. Not saying that these guys aren't that too, but they have these really big honking ears. That you can't miss. Like, you're probably going to see you'll see their bodies, and then you're like, oh my gosh, look at the ears. Those are mule deer. There they are. And they seem to be a bit more robust than your typical deer, and they're everywhere.
Yeah, now we're looking forward to also seeing some caribou and elk out here. You know, it is the mountains. I mean, I was just up in them today.
Yeah, so it's a really cool thing to see, and really great for the kids to learn also about the different kinds of deer. They aren't just, Bambi deer. There's mule deer too.
One thing that we're really positive about that we've seen out here are open spaces. You know, back east you have your national forests, your state forests. Looks like the counties around here themselves have taken upon themselves to reserve open spaces. And we're talking about flat, some trees, grazing areas for cattle, and for you to go hiking, bring your horse, bring your bicycle, whatever, go out there and just have a great time. And you can see for miles these wonderful vistas.
Yeah.
So open spaces, are something new to us. It's a little bit exciting. We're not closed in by the forest so much. But yeah, try it out. Open spaces.
It's amazing. And in these open spaces as well, you can see a lot of animal prints and scat of the various wildlife that has also been making use of those beautiful, wonderful open spaces with the frolicking bunnies and other awesome prey animals.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. So take your walking stick that's pointy, and if you have any bear spray or any of that, take it with you too. Just
cougars.
Just be ready for, whatever. Alright, something else that we have seen out here that's been amazing, especially me as I'm getting older, is a bunch of ladies that are letting their hair go gray. All these silver hair ladies that are like hiking and like mountain biking, and like they're just everywhere walking around with their silver hair, and it's just really a wonderful thing to see, because so often we're told as we get older we need to dye our hair, and as you can see I'm getting gray, and I'm really toying with the idea of letting it go all the way gray, because seeing these ladies has really inspired me as they confidently go and kick some butt and be athletic and gorgeous while sporting that silver hair. So yeah, that is awesome. I did not see that before.
Yay, Colorado.
Yay, Colorado. Thank you.
Now, besides lovely silver-haired ladies with their, turquoise earrings, Colorado is also the place if you're going to go look for Subarus of any age, whether they're from the 80s, 90s. Subaru Bajas are all over the place here, and turbo Subaru Bajas. But of course, none of them are for sale.
No, of course not, because everyone's riding around in them.
They know what they got.
I know.
You know what you got.
They totally know. And yeah, Robert's not the only one that's like Subaru. Oh my God, look at that one, look at that one. Yeah, we had one back before we started RVing. when we first started looking and we were looking at motorhomes and we were like, maybe we could bring it, maybe we can like pull it, maybe we were trying to find different ways to like keep it, because it was just
in the end
capable and wonderful.
Yeah,
perfect
we
for
gave
family.
it up. We gave it up. Yeah. But you know, there's always hope here in the home of the Subaru. And besides Subaru, there are also a lot of Jeeps everywhere. Now you do apparently have some posers as well, because I mean, yesterday I was looking at the rig, this Jeep that had this hydraulic weird stuff going on, and it was so shiny and clean it has never touched the dirt. I'm thinking they probably paid $40,000 for this Jeep and another $15,000 for everything they did to it, and I'm sure not one day in its life has it ever gotten dirty, because I was looking all up in there. No, you cannot clean it this good. So anyways, besides that, lots of Jeeps,
Right.
lots of good times. And what I love about it is that people here get their vehicles dirty.
Except for those posers.
Except for those.
But yeah, it's true. We've seen people like going out there and really enjoying nature in their vehicles and getting dirty and going off-roading, and that's really a lot of fun and exciting for us to see.
Mm-hmm. And also exciting is all these sexy old F-250s and F-150s. Seriously, we're talking 80s, early 90s, mint condition, well not mint conditions, but very good condition pickup trucks, which is also...
And we know they're capable.
Yeah, we know they're capable trucks, so that's another hot, sexy thing about Colorado, man. All these awesome trucks.
So our very, first week that we were here, we were on the east side of Denver, out in the plains, and there were tumbleweeds everywhere. They would just like come up and knock on the door of the camper. Hello, let me in. Yeah, that's something that we're not used to seeing, and they're so cute and fun. And something that I would do when I would go for my walks, and Daniel can attest to this because he was with me a couple times, I would free the tumbleweeds whenever they would get stuck against something and they couldn't continue on their journey. I know that they're not living things, but I like to...
Sentient things.
Sentient things. I like to give them personalities and make up stories, and it's fun for me, and it's great to do.
Took a photo with one.
Oh yeah, now she's off camera, but she was saying that I took a photo with one. We'll post that photo right here.
There's
so
a really
you can
cute tumbleweed too.
Yeah, you know, it's a lot of fun. It's something interesting and new if you've never seen that. Come on, we're in Florida. Ain't no tumbleweeds nowhere in Florida.
No, not at all.
So this is a new and quirky fun thing that we really enjoy.
Yeah, now tumbleweeds are found in the outdoors, so I have an outdoor tip for you. If you are used to hiking and going for walks back east, and you've gone on some moderate hikes in the Appalachians, a moderate hike here in the Rockies is going to kick your butt. I just did a 2 mile, just 1 mile up, 1 mile down, and my back is killing me, my left knee is shouting at me, my legs are freaking out. They want me to go take a nap and not get up for a week. So just be prepared. If you're not ready to go physically fit, take an easy hike when you're starting out here. And that's another thing that those open spaces are great for. They're nice, rolling, large areas for you to go walk on without having to worry about scrambling around rocks and just ascending up. It's a great thing. So, you know, just be prepared. If you do go hiking, be ready for the elevation. If you haven't been out here, don't just go up to a 14er and start trying to climb. Don't just come out to Denver and start running without giving yourself a little bit of time to acclimate, things of that nature, because you're going to see these mountains, you're going to see these trails. You want to get out there and you want to do it all, but it might be a little bit unpleasant if you don't ease your way into it. Start off working off with the flats and then go from there. So, gorgeous stuff out here. You're going to love it if you come out here, but just be prepared.
And the grocery stores do sell a little oxygen boosters. Go ahead and just buy yourself one of those and keep it with you, because you never actually know how the elevation is going to affect you personally. Mm-hmm. Even if you're in shape, or obviously if you're not in shape, it's going to be a harder impact on you. So be prepared with that stuff.
Yeah, just give yourself a squirt of oxygen. Good stuff.
So those are just a few of the cool things that we have seen in the past 2 months that we've been here. There's a lot more for us to discover and share with you guys, and we plan to be doing that. If you have any questions or comments, you have your own Colorado cool sighting or encounter type of story, leave it below in the comments, and we will catch you later. Don't forget to hit the bell for subscriptions and notifications, and check below. There's this thing going across. It says Teesprings with t-shirts, and what is all that? You can buy yourself a t-shirt, nice t-shirt that's exploring the local life on it and show that you're a big fan. Thanks, guys.
Don't forget to check exploringthelocallife.com for a lot more additional content that we don't also always feature on the YouTube channel. But check out exploringthelocallife.com.
Bye.